Kevin, I think it's 7 games without a win. How are things in the changing room? What's the atmosphere like in there?
Relatively quite good. I think in those 7 games we had quite a few good patches of play, but then being realistic, we are dropping down the table. We're not picking enough points up, so in the back of our minds we need to keep it positive in there, because that's what we have to hold on to, like every day, like work hard and train hard and stay positive, and we need to turn things around. So can't be too negative about it, because there's a lot of points still to pick up and a lot of games still to be played. But on the other hand, there's definitely a few frustrations in the way of like how we've spoiled some points. Definitely the Killy game, and then going away to Livy, picking a point up. I think we could have won that game. At the same time, we maybe could have lost that game. So it's not a bad point. But we have to pick points up rather sooner than later, because we're dropping down and it's not what we want and what the club wants. So,
what do you think is causing these points to be dropped? Is it anything specifically? Is it a whole team issue?
No, I just personally think as a team, so not like our back four or the goalkeeper, I think we've been conceding 2 easy goals. I think the Livingston game we conceded a goal from a set piece, so that means our setup is not right. At the same time, we could have won that game in the second half, me hitting the crossbar at the same time. So I think we just as a team need to be more resistant, be more ruthless and stop goals from going in, because I do think we're a team that's likely to score every game. So if we can keep a clean sheet, that means you're winning games. So hopefully we can do that, and starting on Sunday. But at the same time, we defending starts from the front too, so it's not pointing any fingers. We all have to be better in that aspect. So hopefully we can stop doing that very soon.
When the games are so tight and the goals are so important, 1 goal can change 1 point into 3. Do you feel any added pressure as a striker, as the main man, the top goal scorer here at the club?
No, not any pressure. At the same time, I do feel responsible. I feel like a certain weight on my shoulders. Like I feel like I can help the team. I think I've got ability to maybe turn a game around, or like score important goals at the right moment. I do think I could have done it better than I have been doing. Of course, I've scored quite a few goals, but I think there's still been a few games that I'm scratching the back of my head, like I maybe should have finished that, or by example hit Livy the crossbar a bit out of balance. Get my body shape right and put it in the back of the net, so I'm helping my team going 2-1 up and then defend the 2-1. So obviously looking at myself, it's frustrating, because I got my tally, I could have got a bit more. At the same time, I'm very happy where I am on a personal note, but then I will trade my personal success, quite kind of goals, for team success. I was rather with being higher up the league and be successful as a team than obviously scoring myself maybe 15-20 goals this season, and I've got nothing to show for it team-wise. So rather have team success than personally scoring as many goals as I want, but still stay in the bottom. Rather win games.
Such a big game also with Hibs are desperate for points as well. They've come off the back of a very disappointing game for them and their fans as well. Does that add an extra edge to the game as well? Is that there's 2 teams that are really desperate for points?
Yeah, I think so. I think Hibs is searching at the moment as well. Obviously they're a good team, searching for points like we are. I think we are a good team. Unfortunately, we are searching for points as well. I think we've been in a Luke's position with Kilmarnock. That's why I meant to be saying as a team clean sheets, because if you see Kilmarnock and Livingston, if you have both of those games a clean sheet, we got 6 points, because that's a 2-0 and a 1-0 win. But yeah, we just need to go out there and take a bit of the shackles off and the thoughts off, and the negative noise around us. Like obviously fans are not too happy, what you can understand, because they want to see their club and team win. We are definitely still positive in the dressing room. Our training is still very good and stuff, so we need to bring that into the game. It's all nice and well to come in every single week and say we need to do this, we need to do that. It's about actually showing it and being responsible for your own performances on game day, because we can all do the talks and stuff, but it's about what you do on a game day instead of like saying it behind a microphone. So
was it important in training and just around the place that the positivity is kept up? Because if you look at the last home game, for instance, you played pretty well for the whole of that game, all over 5 minutes, and you come away with a point. If you do go out there and play as well again, you probably win. Is that we have to keep in your mind?
Yeah, I think obviously our home form has been not good enough compared to last season, so that's something we definitely need to have to change as a team. Obviously we can hold on to that, like being 2-0 up against Kilmarnock, but then at the same time there's a negative mindset from myself, like we need to watch out. We can be in a Luke's position and being 2-0 up, but we have to, like, then a switch has to be made, like we need to clear our lines better. We need to really defend that with our lives, because we are a team that are very likely that give a team a goal back and give them a sniff back and give them the courage to maybe get the equaliser. So that has to come out of a system, and it starts with myself at the top of the pitch all the way down to Liam Kelly as a goalkeeper. We have to stop doing that. We have to change our behaviour in that way, I think. And obviously we can hold on to that 2-0 up, and then obviously 2-2, and it was not a pretty performance. But hopefully against Hibs on Sunday we can play our game and hopefully keep a clean sheet as a team, and at the top end of the pitch put our chances away, because every single game we do create chances, so that's not the biggest problem for me.
Looking at the game on Sunday, Kevin, as you mentioned, both teams are looking for points, are desperate for points. How important is this? This is a turning point for Motherwell?
I personally thought there was Kilmarnock already, a turning point. Like, being deadly honest, I think there's 2 points in the last 2 games, shouldn't be more. I think it is a big game again. Every single game that's coming our way, every single week is a big game for us, because we're third from bottom, sharing points with Dundee United, and everybody's picking points up around us. So you cannot keep coming every single week and saying there's a turning point. I think the turning point was Kilmarnock already for me, to definitely make a statement like, right, let's go from here and be good and pick up points again. So obviously this is only going to add a little bit more pressure on. But hopefully it's going to be a good game, and we're coming out as winners. So I'm looking forward to it.
And important listen in front of your own fans as well. Do you kind of feel you need to get someone back on side a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's been tough for our fans. Obviously, they want to see their team, home team, win, and it was very understandable. So due to some criticism and people are not that happy, that's completely understandable. When we lose or draw a game, I go home unhappy as well, so imagine those fans are not happy either, making all the way and watching us play sometimes. So it's very big to definitely at home to get 3 points, and it will be very good to do that against Hibs, and hopefully we can get the 3 points, and hopefully we can really build on that again. I would like to climb up the table, and I think everybody in the team and the club wants to do that as well. So
on a positive note from yourself, your own position, and it was actually mentioned earlier on a little bit, you're in line for a record scoring season here this season. Is that something that you're quite happy about?
Obviously, as I said, I'm sitting here scoring quite a few goals already. I do think I'm a very perfectionist man. I could have had a few more. Obviously, give a penalty away to Multi as well for his confidence when he came back, and those little things and my chances I've not really put away, still haunting me a little bit. But personally, it's okay. It's not overly amazing. It's not bad either. But then at the same time, I will trade all of that in to be successful as a team. So again, hopefully we start climbing back up the table as soon as possible.
Given injuries and suspensions and stuff, you've had some younger boys take part in the squads. We've seen 2 16-year-olds make the league debuts at Ibrox. How impressed have you been with the younger boys in and around the squad?
Yeah, very impressive. I think sometimes you get young players, and you get young players, some of them are actually 16 or 17. Sometimes you get 19, 20 years old with you, so they're really, really young. Obviously you can see they've got a bit, they're still growing, they're still learning, they're training with us every single day, and you can see that they've got ability, and obviously they still have a lot to learn, but I think it's very good for their scenarios to already play and train with us. And obviously when they've been called up on, so like Ibrox, I think Luca Ross and Lennon Miller did quite well. I think they were not misplaced or something, they look quite good, and I think that's due to the gaffer giving them the confidence to make the debut. And then at the same time, I think in training they're learn it the hard way, in a way of already training with senior lads with physicality, and the standard obviously is personally I think a lot higher than the youth teams. So I think it's only good to see, and obviously that's future prospects for the club as well. So I think that's only good to have.
And just back on Hibs, they'll be quite low in confidence just now after the the Derby defeat at the weekend. Is that something that you look at as players? Can you take advantage of the fact that they might be in quite a vulnerable position just now?
Well, I personally think like everybody's been in the football team and it's not going as well, so the next team they're probably more up for it. So it's a bit of both. So they are maybe lacking a little bit of confidence, but at the same time they are going into it like us. They have to get points on the board, so they will be extra on it like we have to be. So I think it's going to be a tough, very tough game. At the same time, they are lacking confidence, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. And if not, we just need to play our best game on Sunday and how good we can be to get the 3 points.
And are you worried that if you don't pick up points this weekend, you could get yourself involved in a relegation scrap?
Well, yeah, in the end of the day, it's a results business. If you don't pick up points, then obviously you drop down the table. And at the moment, we're third from bottom, so we have to pick up points one way or another. But obviously, yeah, we have to pick up the points. And if not, then obviously we will be dropping down where we don't want to be. So we just need to do everything we can to get the 3 points. And even with a very ugly performance and win a 1-0, I think we will take that.
Cheers,